my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Just want to thank you to everybody who joins me for any one of my videos. And as always, my prayer is that they find you guys in a way that reminds you to look deep within, to take back your power by using your discernment and your intuition and making the choices that best serve you on your journey in this now moment. And yeah, today I am going to do a Taurus reading. I was called to do this yesterday, but I can't make this up, guys. No matter what happened, I could not get my camera set up. I couldn't get it to work. It was falling all over the place. It was such a trip. And so I ended up spending most of the day in meditation yesterday and journaling and praying. And so I was given quite a bit of insight during this full moon. And it was just really weird because I couldn't get Taurus off the brain. And I know the full moon was in Taurus, which was great, but I just couldn't get Taurus energy off my brain. And so I knew I had to do a live reading for you guys. So I'm going to start trying to do these more often, just waiting for anybody that's going to come on here before I get started. But I'm going to try and do these more often. So make sure that you guys do have that notification bell set so that way you do know whenever I go live or whenever I post a new video. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, I suppose we will go ahead and get into it. I do just want to check one thing here. Should have had this checked before I even got up on here. Let me see if it'll let me switch over. There we go. Okay. I can't even see. All right, there we go. That should be better. Hopefully that catches up. So, all right. So, source, what messages do we have for Taurus at this time? How can we help them out along their journey? What do you want to tell them? You obviously had something to say to them. So, what messages do you want to tell Taurus at this time? How can we help them out along their journey? What do we need to know at this time? How can we help out Taurus? What messages do you have for our Taurus friends, Source? How can we help them out? Okay. So definitely something about being willing to listen, not only to your intuition, but to that inspiration of taking action in a certain way. There's a need to let go of control here and to really, truly step into that receptive energy is what's coming through. So let's see what comes out for you, Taurus. Wow. Okay, they want to come out this way. Yeah, so you guys have been working hard to manifest something. And this is about you guys coming in and becoming your own hero. Like you guys are done. You're done being in this energy of not healing. Yeah, spiritually you want to grow up. Expand. You want to embrace a new way of being. You want to embrace a new way of living. You want to embrace all new things, right? And you want to let go of that anxiety and fear that's kept you from starting something new. And in this energy, you guys are really truly looking at what it is that's kept you from manifesting, success, whatever success is to you, right? Because it's different for everybody. And you realize that your entire life has been manifested because of what you've experienced from your childhood, especially with this 3 of Cups coming out on the bottom, right? This is that childhood wounding. This is parental wounding, home wounding. It could be from siblings. It could be from grandparents, aunties, and uncles. Just a complete emotional imbalance. And you're realizing now something has happened that's showing you that imbalance within your life. Either you've had to re-experience a situation from home, or you just had somebody come into your life that was bringing in that experience for you. And that's what you're rushing in to see that. Like you're rushing in to see how you can heal that. And you're rushing in to overcome that. Like start again. Like I don't want to be in this cycle anymore. I want to bring my luck to me. Right? I want to bring my luck into my life. And that's what you're working on doing. 4:44 on the clock. What else do you want to tell Taurus, Source? What other messages do you have for our Taurus friends? Okay, this one wants to come out. Yeah. You've had a lot of bickering is what I heard. That was the first thing that came through. There's a lot of bickering around you. there's a lot of people gossip. I hear there's people that are really like trying to paint a negative picture of you, and you don't care. You don't care right now because you're realizing who you are and you're realizing what it is that you're meant to do. And it's all been because of you healing that childhood wound. You know, yeah, you definitely in the past, it felt like you were your own worst enemy. You were your own worst enemy and you've always had options, but for some reason you always chose the option that had nothing to give. It was like, I can't control anything, but if I'm going to control anything, I'm going to control what I choose. And because of that, it's nothing bad. It's just because of that childhood wounding. You guys were choosing people who weren't necessarily for you. Rather, people who would make you question what it is that you're doing, question what it is that you want to succeed with in life, right? Like what you want to manifest in life. Well, why do you want to do that? Or that's impractical. That doesn't make any sense. And so it's like you're kind of like in this energy of like, look, I don't want to face this anymore. Okay. Like I realize I can't change how people are, but what I can do is bring happiness to myself. And how can I do that? And just by you asking, it's like opening up an opportunity for you to complete this cycle in its fullness. You know, you've got 11 coming out here. And for me, 11 is always just a number about doing what you know you need to do. Right? Wow. Okay. Thank you, Source. So we had these two cards. So we have 10-10 coming out together, right? We have the sun. It's like you're being shed. Like, yes. Okay. Thank you, Source. This makes so much sense. Okay. They're showing you. They're showing you the secret to your lack of success. I hope that makes sense. It's like they're showing you the secret to your success and the secret as to why you weren't able to draw in success as of yet. Right? And what has that been? And I think for you guys, it's not only been about money, it's been about love, it's been about relationships, fulfillment, it's been about all kinds of stability, that inner stability within, right? And so what they're showing you here is that I'm going to shed light on this. And here's the deal. You realize that there were a lot of people who played a part in your upbringing. And because you realize there were a lot of people who played this part, it was like you're coming into this understanding that a lot of the energy that you've been carrying isn't even yours to carry. And so it's like, as Source shows this to you, you're letting go of an old belief of how you have to be dynamically in a relationship, in any relationship. So I'm getting this image of like a mobile, right? It's like your whole family. You think of each one of your family members on this mobile. And so if you take you off of the mobile, well, the way they're set up is so that if one's missing, the others will move around to balance out that missing energy. And that's what's going on. It's like you're trying to uproot yourself from this dynamic completely. It's like coming really truly back into a space of yourself. And it's like, how can I do that? And it's like little by little, you're making steps. And then all of a sudden something happens that sends you rushing in. And you're like, no, I get it now. Like, I know exactly what's coming next. Like, it's not about knowing each step of the journey. It's just knowing that I have to let go of this and I have to let Source show me why. But the why was all along from your past, and it was creating a lot of craziness in your future. It was like, well, the now moment, I should say, the present moment, because the present is the future. So, and the present is the past, right? Everything is a mirror to us. And so right now you're in this energy of something's being mirrored back to you, and you're realizing I have to let go of this, and I have to let go of trying to control the situation. And it played out a lot for your relationships. It played out a lot. Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Source. You just totally clarified everything. There we go. Look, this is everything for you. You've been surrounded by people who have no emotional resources to give to you. And so they take a lot from you, Taurus. And because they take a lot from you, it leaves you just emotionally drained. And what has happened is because of this, it's like you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And because of that, you went into this energy of seeing, it's like, wow, these people really have no balance within these relationships. It's like, I'm giving. And I realize I'm filling up an empty cup. And why should I fill up an empty cup? Because all it does is leave me in this energy of being confused and disoriented and feeding into the illusion. And so it's like, the realization of this, right? Because look, the King of Cups is looking back at this energy. The realization of this is, I'm just going to put these here for now, okay? is completing a cycle. And what has the cycle been? Yeah. Failed relationships, romantic, friendships, partnerships, whatever you want. It's like failed relationships, but it's because you realize your whole life you've given into people who are very combative when it comes to giving love. They're not very kind when it comes to giving love. And it's like your realization of them, right? Your realization of them has given you the realization of how you weren't giving to yourself. And in not giving to yourself, you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I got to let go of those things that aren't serving me. I have to choose to change. I have to choose to see my truth. I have to choose to follow in my own footsteps because no one else is going to show me how to get there. I have to listen to my guides and I have to trust my instincts in order to move forward and to come through this portal, this doorway. Right. And so you've chosen to do that, Taurus. And as you've chosen to do that, you're going to be shown the light. You're going to be shown the way. I'm going to put this up here. Let's get some clarifiers out here. So may I please have a clarifying card for this magician, Source? May I please have a clarifying card for the magician for Taurus? You guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Leo energy, very heavy on the table here. Gemini energy coming out as well. We had Piscean. We had your energy coming out. We had Virgo energy, and we had all the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio coming out. Okay. Yeah, you guys have always had, look, clarity and always getting the short end of the stick when it came to love. Like, you guys often, so for some of you, and please don't take this personal, but for some of you guys, I feel like you've jumped into relationship after relationship, and because of that, it has caused a lot of mishap for you, a lot of unstable situations. Yeah, so we have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Coins coming out to clarify the Magician, right? So again, with this energy of feeling stuck and trapped in the past, and that's what's been repeating in the future. It's been cycling through in this future, and it's like realizing that you were a prisoner of your past egoic actions and emotions and thoughts, and it's like coming into the depth of that has allowed you to bloom, to blossom beyond this so all of a sudden I heard femme fatale. So I don't know, for some of you guys, you could be dealing with a real crazy divine femme, or, you know, what do they say? False divine femmes. I really don't think there are any false divine femmes. I feel like there's lower vibrational and higher vibrational. And, you know, everybody, it's not that anybody's further along than anybody else. Okay. So just a little side note here, but I heard femme fatale. So some of you guys could have been dealing with a mother that was very emotionally distracted, distant, could have been a masculine sign. You guys also could have been dealing with a masculine, right? A father who is very feminine by nature, out of balance with the masculine energy. And so in turn, it has imbalanced your own internal energies, your masculine and your feminine. That was just a random message. That was so random. But yeah, you guys are definitely sick and tired of getting this superficial love. This is superficial love. This is somebody who has nothing to offer but false advertisement, right? And you realize, wow, okay, look, we've got the Emperor came out. I accidentally pulled that out, which was funny because I was just trying to do this, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm hoping you can. So yeah, you guys are realizing that I'm going to keep getting this in the future if I don't go back and look at what it was that I had not paid attention to in the past, right? And so it's like you realizing, wow, I missed some really small details. And what were the small details? Well, it's because, again, you needed to come into that masculine energy. What was I saying? It was like this could have been a masculine or a father in your life that was very feminine by nature. And because of that, you weren't able to clearly connect with your inner masculine, and by nature you're a feminine energy. And then we have the 10 of Swords coming out right behind the Emperor. Yeah, so whoever this person was that caused a lot of mayhem in your life, they were in the wrong overall energy, if that makes sense. Like, obviously the goal is to be balanced, but Like if it was a divine masculine living in the divine feminine energy, or it was a divine feminine living in the divine masculine energy, either way, it was kind of like this mixed signal that you got, and it was confusing, right? So may I please get a clarifying card for a thank you? Yeah, they want it to come out this way. So we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Why there's been repeatedly failed bad relationships. Like you're realizing it's because there was a disconnect within the family functions, the family dynamic. Yeah. And because you're realizing that, like you're letting source come in and begin to lead you along this journey in a way that's going to offer you an opportunity to get something. Look at this. This is, we have the Ace of Coins, the Six of Coins, the Four of Cups. Come on, guys. Like, source is putting you on a new path to open up to a home, something that's fulfilling, something that's whole, something that's everything you've wanted. And not only that, it's like you're going to have equal give and take along the way, and you're going to be sound, like stable in the outside realm because you're stable within. You know, so there's been a lot of mishaps with your relationships simply because for a long time you didn't want to look at this dynamic. For a long time it was easier to stay in a state of denial than it was to actually observe the fact that there was a lot of anger. There was a lot of upset going on around you. There was a lot of defensiveness, like everybody on the defense. Is like you guys couldn't be a family. You guys could only argue with one another. And the reason that is because everybody took everything personal. And so you're bringing that belief into this new life, and it's like you realize that it was like you're not going to keep holding on to that. As long as you keep doing this inner work, as long as you keep searching for the answer within, you guys are going to come up out of this energy, and you're going to peel away this layer, and it's going to close this cycle for all the generations in front of you. You know, look at this one line. We have all these people coming out here, but you have the number 1 card, the number 10 card, and then the sun is the number 19, which 1 and 9 is 10. So you have 111 coming out, 1 speaking about truly having faith. What a beautiful way to start this reading, right? You've got all this confirmation, these synchronicities coming out right away, and then source is giving you an opportunity to see the story here. People didn't want to change. Nobody in your family wanted to change. Look at that. Boom. Boom, shedding light on the reason that you've not been able to have stability in love, not having stability in relationships, maybe friendships even. Yeah. And it was easier for you to focus on work, and that was fine. That's okay. You guys have built character in regards to that. That's not a problem. But what is happening now is it's like source is opening the doorway for you to see the truth about why you had these upsets in your relationships, and why, again, like I feel like you guys chase a lot, and I feel like you guys always have those situations where you fall immediately in love. It's like not taking your time to build a structure, to build foundation. It's like, oh, we started talking 2 weeks ago, we met each other, we slept with each other, and now we're in love and we're getting married all within a month of one another. You know, there's like no time to build structure. And so 2 months down the road, your partner changes, and you're like, well, they changed, and they're sitting there thinking the same thing. Well, they changed, and you know, Taurus changed, and it's because you guys never got a chance to know one another. May I please get a clarifying card for this Sun card? Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, and that's what's caused a lot of anxiety. Fear of being alone. Fear of being alone, like this innate, like it's almost like overtaking you, this fear. It's like, I'm too old to start over, or I don't have enough time to build with somebody, or I'm not going to get enough years with somebody, or whatever, wherever it is that you stand at. Like there's all these weird beliefs that are coming in. And, you know, overall, Taurus, unconditional love is truly about knowing that even if it's a year, hell, even if it's a minute, and you've gotten to experience the truth of unconditional love, even for just a moment's time, you've experienced something more beautiful than almost the entire populace has. That's what you have to look at. It's like your age doesn't matter, because you'll find love exactly when you're meant to find love. And that's always about it's not because you're broken, it's because you're blocked, and you're blocked because of a belief that you might not even know that you have. That's what this healing is involving. It's going back and realizing, oh, wow, I really was blocked off because I believed that I had to fight for love. I believed that I had to chase. I believed that I didn't have to change. But it's like you've done the same thing so many times over. It's like, I have to change in order to see different results. Look at that. I didn't even know this was on the bottom. Yeah. Yep. Look at that. Ooh, child. So you're starting to communicate not only to source what it is that you want, and you want solid love, but it's like you want to come into a place of being deeply connected with source because you're tired of making not the wrong decisions, just the ones that kind of feel like detours, right? Like they feel like detours. It was 2022 on the clock when I said that. So you're relinquishing your hold on the situation. You're like, please, source, bring me into a space of love because I'm tired of taking these silly actions because I know that's not what I want. I want something that's real. I want something that's solid. You know, may I please get a clarifying card for this Page of Wands in reverse? May I please get a clarifying card for the Page of Wands in reverse? Wow, that's too many, source. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that stack. Please get a clarifying card for the Page of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. You guys are clearing out addictions. You guys are overcoming addictions. It's like you're realizing what your addiction was. I'm going to tell you your addiction here had to do with physicalities. It was like connecting emotion to physical pleasure. Okay. Yeah. And getting stuck. Look. And getting stuck in situations that aren't serving you. This is like somebody that's maybe putting you in a third party, somebody that's trying to control you, control the way that they love you, control the way that you love them, because they're the ones that are hiding from themselves. And they're the ones that have a lot of romantic frustration and thinking that if they offer you something small, that you'll take it somehow. And that's not where you're at. You want somebody who's going to offer you everything because you're tired of manipulation. You have confidence in yourself and you know your worth. Exactly. Look at that. And you're tired of injustice. And you know this source has something bigger planned for you rather than this boss that's in the reverse here, right? This is somebody who just, again, you have the King and Queen of Coins here. I'm going to stop right there because you have the King and Queen of Coins here. Yeah, they've got you in a third party situation. Definitely. For some of you guys, it may not be a third-party situation, but it could be involving something that they haven't healed from a past situation, right? And 2222 on the clock when I said that. Crazy. I love that. So source wants some from here. We'll get a couple messages from here. Yeah, so it's like you guys are realizing these failed relationships in your life. It's like you're seeing the pattern. Over everything, you're seeing the pattern finally, and it's like because you're seeing the pattern, you're able to overcome it. And it's like in overcoming it, you're allowing yourself freedom again to enjoy life, because before you weren't able to enjoy life. So, woman who secretly sleeps with other women. Okay. So, and guys, I'm not here judging. Okay, this is somebody who's afraid to mention what it is that they like. So this could be your energy, or this could be the person that you're dealing with. You guys could be in masculines, the divine masculines that I'm talking to here. But there's like this energy, and maybe it's funny because I do get that this could possibly be the third party as well. And it's like whoever it is that's got you in the third party, they don't know that their other person is doing this. So there's just this weird energy that's surrounding this. So understanding, I think source is bringing this out just so that you can be careful with how you move forward, because when you have to do what's best for you, but understanding that if this person has you in a third party, every time they go and see that person, and they come and see you, whatever problems that other person has and whatever problems the person you're with has gets poured into you when you sleep with them. So just putting that out there for those of you that need to hear it. Yeah, feeling as though there's no way out. I think this is how you felt about this whole situation. You're feeling like, I'm never going to get out of these repeated bad situations. I'm not ever going to get beyond these places that have kept me stagnant. But it's like, whatever it is. So I think because of this full moon, and whenever you guys click on this, these are timeless readings, right? And I think because of the energy that's surrounding us, at least right now, it's a very powerful time for you to let go of this. And it's like, again, that energy of being sick and tired of being sick and tired keeps coming through here. And so I feel like you guys are definitely coming up into a stage where it's like, just because of the the repeated bad relationships, the repeated bad situationships, right? The repeated bad circumstances that keep coming up. It's like you're so sick and tired of that it's like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to change that. Yeah, finding the grace to leave what's not meant for you. And I feel like you guys are definitely leaving behind an old belief. This is an old cycle, an old pattern. Let's see. So definitely feel like you guys are coming up into some kind of abundance, monetary side. So I can't say that this is for all of you, but there are some of you guys that keep making me look at this 9 of coins here. I can't get it. Like every time I move around, I have to look at it. And so they want me to talk about it. And so it's like, I think for some of you guys, you're coming up into a place of where you're not only being confident with who you are, what it is that you're meant to do, you guys are truly taking the next steps to secure your future. Yeah, you fear the truth of this connection, which is why you refuse to fully surrender. I feel like that's exactly what's been keeping you away from your success, is not surrendering to this connection, to what it could be, what it might not be. So, and then we have on the bottom, let go of who you think it should be and open up to the possibility of who it could be. Yeah, so there's just, again, this energy surrounding you right now. It's like, I feel like you guys definitely have a situation right now currently, and it's not going the way that you wanted it to. And because of that, you're realizing that this has just become a pattern. And it's like, if this is just a pattern, what do I do to change? What do I do to overcome this? Because I said this on another reading, and I don't know when this was. I think this was on actually the pick a card that I did for the full moon. But I feel like there's this energy that's coming along, and you're realizing it's like, well, it can't be everybody else in this, because there's only one common denominator, and it's me. But it's not in a way to blame yourself. It's just in a way of opening up your eyes to a higher perspective. It's like, if I keep getting involved with the devil, how do I not get involved with the devil anymore? Yeah. So we have number 43, which is 7. We have snake creation. This is like giving me that image of you shedding an old skin and coming up into a new open heart, being beautiful and shining in who you are. So we have these two come out. Look at that. 28, the soul butterfly. I can't make this up, guys. This is crazy. It's like, this is showing that you guys are stepping up into your soul purpose. 27 on the clock. You guys are stepping up into your soul purpose. This is like part of your soul journey. It's like you guys are transforming with this beautiful butterfly here. It's like opening up to the truth of who you are and letting yourself really relish in that and not be stuck in these bad relationships anymore. And even if you are in a situationship right now, you guys are realizing that it's not up to you to sit here and stress about it, but it is to focus on yourself, what it is you can do moving forward. Look at that. What did I say? Transformation, sea otter number 18, which is 9, coming out with this 9 of coins here. It's like you guys are closing up this cycle for good. You guys are closing up this cycle. And it's like, again, like I said, the Taurus full moon just happened. So maybe being in your sign, this could be something. This moon, though, is going to affect everybody, no matter your sign. Okay, like I just want you to know this is going to affect everybody. But right now you guys are transforming. You're coming up into a place of truly being fluid with your life right now. And that's allowing yourself to understand, why do I keep having these failed relationships over and over again? Well, again, it's not to blame yourself. This is coming into a state of like, well, if I'm the common denominator, then what do I need to do to get out of these bad relationships? And because there's been a lot of hostility around you. It's been a lot of like, what the hell is happening all the time to me? What is going on? And it's like, that's it. Beautiful. Look, I love this, that these two came out together. Again, you're fluid. You're being fluid. And this is not a natural state for you, Taurus, because you're an earth sign. It's very solid. You guys are very slow moving. And so it's like learning how to let go of your anger and realizing that this is a situation that's meant for you in order to help you grow. But it's also to help you come into a state of flowing with what source has for you. You know, volcano, it's an act of nature. It's an act of nature to destroy something so new growth can come. And that's exactly what's happening to you right now, right? So I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy dealing with these situations. I know it's upsetting. But at the same time, there's so much growth here for you to come up and transform into your soul. Yeah, it's time for you to celebrate. It's time for you to celebrate. I can't. Like, I can't make this up, guys. You guys have come so far. I feel like this was just one of those ones that was really hard for you guys to deal with because it's such an old wound, right? This is like way back from when. It's involving your relationship. So automatically that involves your home life. Automatically. Because our future adult relationships are all a mirror of what we've experienced from our past. And so I feel like it's just maybe for a time you guys were painting a picture that wasn't there, and it was like to actually deal with the lie of that to yourself was difficult. And so source is saying it's okay, like don't be upset about that, rather come into a place of celebrating the fact that you've now come into an open space of being able to express yourself. And not only that, but to see that you're the one that has to change. And when you change the whole course of your outcome. You stop putting yourself in these third-party situations, even if it's unknowingly, because you're going to come into a centered state of balance within. And because of that, you guys are going to be able to listen to your intuition. So if anybody offers you a situation that is not stable, secure, and sound, you guys are going to basically be like, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. Boom. Why else should you celebrate? Because Source says, look, Taurus, I'm bringing you all new beginnings. It's always darkest before the dawn. So I feel like you guys have been struggling a lot here lately. Like you guys, again, with the volcano card Voality on the bottom here, it's just been a lot of struggle for you. It's been a lot of anger coming through, a lot of upset. Like, why did it have to be like this? Well, I'm just going to say this. If the journey were easy, more people would do it, right? That's just the truth. If it were easy, if it were simple, if the transformations didn't involve all this upset, more people would do it. But because it's not easy, it's difficult. People don't always make it through the transformations. They don't always make it through the shedding of the ego. They don't always make it through to spiritual enlightenment, which is a lifelong process. No matter how many times you ascend, there's always more that you can learn. That's just the way it is. Look, guys, I can't make this up. What did I say? Guys are healing relationship patterns. We got the relationship patterns card coming out, which is 32-5, change. Says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. Isn't that exactly what I was just saying? Like, you guys are realizing it's like, I'm the common denominator. So what is it about me that keeps me getting into these repetitive relationships that aren't serving me? It's like you look up and you realize you get to heal the inner child within. You get to love yourself in a way that you haven't been able to love yourself, or that you weren't able to receive love from your family, right? Because hurt people. And it's like, as we saw from the beginning, whoever this was in your life, they just like to create chaos for you. They like to argue with you. They like to hurt you. They like to put you on the spot. It's like, oh, let me put Taurus on the spotlight and see if they can figure their way out of it. And because of that added stress, it was like, what the hell do I do? Well, and Source is saying here with 31-4, all about your foundations, right? All about your stability, your protection. You guys are protected. Good things will happen for you. It's going to take time. It says love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. What more do I have to say, guys? These are the two cards that came out together. You have 4 and 5 coming out together. It's like, and both talking about past situations. Past situations. Look, yes, I'm so happy for you guys. New love. We have 26, which is number 8. Abundance, completing karmic cycles, starting a new cycle, something new that you guys can bring into yourself. We have embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. What were we talking about? This is all about spiritual growth here for you guys. You guys are coming up into a beautiful, beautiful place. Let me get one of these relationship cards here, and then I'll grab a couple of messages from the ghetto bag, and we'll close it out. So Source, what other messages do you have for our Taurus friends? What else do they need to know in this time? I'm getting a strong sense that you guys need to work on your solar plexus chakra as well. I feel like you guys are coming from a very grounded place, which is good, because that means that you guys are working on making sure that you're trying to manifest in this 3D realm. But there is this energy right now that you guys need to take action, but action in a different way than you're used to. So it might not be action in work. This might be more action towards your sensuality. You know, you guys being ruled by Venus. It's all about that nurturing, loving energy and finding that about self. So I am getting that energy right now. It's just learning how to nurture yourself the way that you've always brought nurturing to people outside of you. Okay, we have Whitney Wolf Heard. And I don't know if you guys know the story about this. I'm trying to remember all the stories for these cards, so give me some time. But she actually helped them with Tinder, right? She was on the creative team for Tinder. And what ended up happening is that she got kicked off. There was a lot of interesting harassment going back and forth. And she ended up creating Bumble, the dating website, which is now like one of the top dating sites out there, to say it's crazy. So, and she went and created it on her own. So I definitely, with that being said here, feel like you guys have felt alone for a long time. And like you're the one that has to do it, and that criticism from outside, right? Like it's like being stuck in circles of criticism. It's constantly coming up. It's like, and that's what I'm definitely getting energy off of this card from right now, is just like you feel like I'm doing this all alone. And it's like Source is highlighting this for you to realize, again, with the solar plexus chakra coming out here, it's like telling you that there's going to be a deep satisfaction within, and knowing that you're the one that built, created, and succeeded by yourself. And there's going to be something that happens within you that allows you to really truly set the tone for each and every day moving forward. Okay. So she says, if you don't make the first move, someone else will. So just whatever it is that you guys are working on, just work on it. Show up every day. Do what you need to do. Don't be afraid of what they're asking you to do. Don't be afraid of the inspirations that you get. Really, truly sink into that. She says every hour spent staring at a screen is an hour spent alone, right? And so it's like, again, it's like you guys, I keep getting this energy of whoever it is in your life. It's like you guys definitely met online. We have this as an online dating site. So you guys met them online, and it's maybe not a lot of time spent together. It's a lot of time spent together talking online. And it's like, it's easy for people to lie about these situations, third-party situations, when it's online, because they can be whoever they want to be, right? I'm lying to make that shit sound cooler than it really is. Like, that's how people are online. It says, beware. To other people, your profile is your true self. Exactly. Just clarifying exactly what I was saying. Like, there's just this energy of that's who you are online is who this person is online. That's what you believe them to be. And there's a lot deeper situation going on, because you're still currently in an energy of attracting people who are in that old energy. And it's not to say that you can't change that right away. You can absolutely change that right away. But they're just saying, make sure that you guys are using your intuition, your discernment with any situation that you guys come up into, because it's easy to get, as human, it's easy to get like duped into doing something you don't want to. Oh, one more. Okay, geez, Source, like, really? Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm not, don't ask me for another one, Source. I ain't gonna do it. Let's do this one first. What do we got? Children involved. So I was saying, guys, they got you in a third-party situation, and there's a lot that can't change because there's kids. There's kids. You guys could have kids. I'm not really feeling like that. I really feel like this is the other person that's involved with you right now. There's kids involved, and they make excuses based on their kids. Like, they do make excuses based on their children. You know that. You're aware of that. But I feel like you don't know the depth of the story. It's just easy to blame it on the kids, because that's something that you're not going to question. Especially, it's like, even though Venus is ruled by Aphrodite, who's this solitary lover, right? She loves herself. And everybody wants her because she loves herself. That doesn't mean that she's void of compassion and kindness for other beings, right? So we have something large looms near. Yep. There's definitely this energy of something changing for you guys quickly. We have wealth is knowledge, not money. Yeah, so you guys are coming up into a state of balance. I think you guys are receiving a blessing that you may not be aware of, and that's the knowledge of what's going on with these repeated bad relationships. And you need to embrace courage. Don't be afraid to let go of those people who aren't serving you any longer, whoever they are, right? Like, even if it is family, or even if it is somebody you've spent a long time with, time does not denote love, right? That's it. It's like, time is not just, oh, I've spent 20 years with this person, we're in love. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that's true, right? Rise like the phoenix. Yeah, you guys are coming into a huge transformational period. We have the sea otter transform here. It's like, come on, guys. Like, you guys are about to let go of something that has plagued you for a long time. For a long time. burning away the old and coming up into the new. Look at this. They don't want to admit that you are doing better than they are. So yeah, there's jealousy coming from somebody in your circle. It could be this person that you're involved with. Could be the family situationship that we talked about earlier. But there's definitely this energy of like these people are just in a low vibrational energy, and they're watching as you rise, and they're watching as you're beginning to shine, and they're just kind of like, what the hell? Like, what is going on with Taurus? And you're like, look, like I'm just doing what I need to do. And then we have love is the reason. And so Source is just telling you to remind yourself always, why did you even take this journey to begin with? Well, you took it because you wanted love. Don't give up on that. Don't give up on your king. Don't give up on your queen. Just come into a place of balance with yourself so Source can bring it to you. You need to come into that energy of receiving, right? And you have new love on the horizon. And then we have act as if your partner is here, so you'll always consider them, right? So it's like you guys have good things coming. You just have to allow yourselves to be open to them so that they'll come in, because we have a tendency to block ourselves from it. So this is what I have for you, my Taurus friends. I hope that this helps. I love you guys so very much. Let the transformation come, especially from this new moon or this full moon. But with that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Taurians, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.